Are you trying to eliminate mosquitoes on your property, but get good value for your money? Stay tuned. Hey guys, it's the Thoughtful Gardener, where we use science-based education to help you with controlling pests, but also getting pollinators onto your property. Did you realize that mosquitoes are the #1 food source for hummingbirds? So if you're eliminating adult mosquitoes, you're actually eliminating one of their most favorite foods, and everybody loves a hummingbird. But there are a lot of townships, neighbors, and maybe even on your own property where they're hiring companies that spray a natural substance to be able to help control the mosquito population. Well, let's break down what the research actually says about these products. First of all, there's a published peer-reviewed article by Professor David Pimentel from Cornell University. When he looked at the spray that's being used, only 1 in a million mosquitoes were actually being eliminated by this process. So it's in a very ineffective way to control mosquitoes on your property. The chemicals must float in the air, and that means they have to actually touch the insect that you're trying to kill. Unfortunately, most of these companies that come and spray are spraying during the daytime, and the most active times of mosquitoes are early in the morning and in the evening. So the likelihood that your mosquito spraying is going to actually influence your mosquitoes from attacking you, your property, your pets, and your children are probably pretty small. We're going to give you a tutorial at the end of this video of a very effective way that you can control the mosquito population by creating something that you can get right at your local hardware store. So let's go a little bit deeper into the science. The sprays only kill mosquitoes that are in your yard at the time of spraying, but that drift then goes on to other properties. For people like me who are very concerned about their pollinators, I will say that anytime I see these companies show up at my neighbors, I absolutely hang my head in disgust, because those chemicals will then float and non-selectively kill anything in their way, mostly going to take out your bees and your butterflies. These insect repellents are non-selective, meaning that they're not just going to kill mosquitoes. What we want to do instead is actually control the larval stage of the mosquitoes. You can do that for free by making sure that you're dumping any standing water after rain, like in plant saucers, for example. When you're watering your plants, just dump those out, because that's where the mosquito larvae get their start, and that's what becomes the mosquitoes then attack you and your family. So sadly, one of the things that's the most favorite food of birds is these mosquitoes. So the ones that do get hit by that mosquito spray might be being fed to baby birds that might not be able to survive that toxin. So it's really important that you understand that while you are trying to do a good thing, you might actually be causing collateral damage that you hadn't even considered. So let's look at the effectiveness in dollars and cents. About $66 a treatment, and you probably would have 3 to 4 to 5 treatments depending on how long your summer is in your area. You're not only getting 1/3 of a penny of your investment. So we'd have to spend $10,000 before we even got 1 cent's worth of value. So it's really important that you clean your gutters, make sure you have no standing water. But again, if you're staying around to the end of this video, we're going to show you how to make a trap that by science is very effective. The reality is that mosquitoes actually become resistant to these pyrethroids. This is what the chemical is. Yes, it is a natural chemical, but understand anything that is in high concentrations can be a toxin. It causes a gene mutation in mosquito populations. And just one single gene is enough to make mosquitoes in one area resistant to this pesticide very quickly. So if you're going on a schedule, you're actually making your mosquito population more resistant faster. So essentially, you'll be left with a yard full and a neighborhood full of super skeeters. This is not what we're going for. I know it's not. So if you want more bang for your buck, purchase the mosquito dunks. We're going to put a link here in our Amazon page. This is how you can support our channel, is to buy these things just by clicking the link. It doesn't cost you anything extra. It just helps to keep our channel going. They're cheap, they're effective, and they're easy to use. You're also going to need a bucket, and we're going to demonstrate that here, where you've got a 5-gallon bucket. You can use a 3-gallon bucket is fine. And you're going to put some straw or hay in the bottom of the bucket, cover it with water, and we're going to let it ferment for 3 days. Now, I would put this near your porch or under your porch, somewhere, though, that your kids, your pets, and other animals can't get in it, because we certainly don't want them to get sick or drown because they are not covered. So we're going to make sure we cover the top of this bucket with something that will prevent anything from falling in, but allow the mosquitoes to get through. So probably one of the best things to consider is something like chicken wire that you can put over the top that will prevent anything from falling into the bucket. What's going to happen once you create this mosquito bucket is the mosquitoes will come in, they'll lay their eggs, and those larvae will not survive. And that's going to be a much more effective way to control your mosquito population. In fact, science says, and I'm going to link the article in the comments so you can share this with your homeowners association, your business partners, and even for those of you who are skeptical about this because you have tiger mosquitoes, this was done in a neighborhood to prevent tiger mosquitoes with a more expensive trap, which we're also going to include in our comments in case you want an all-in-one solution instead of putting this together yourself. And what they found is, again, that the populations of these mosquitoes dramatically decreased by using this as a preventative measure. So don't you think it makes sense to invest in an effective solution that's going to keep your people, pets, and pollinators safe? I really hope you'll consider creating a mosquito bucket. Maybe this could be a giveaway for your township. Maybe it could be a fundraiser for your garden club. Maybe it could be a solution for you to fire your mosquito sprayers. Garden thoughtfully and take care.